Hey guys, welcome back to Active Football TV. We had a shocking result from Italy in the UEFA Champions League. Lazio beaten Bayern Munich.
It's a fair result for Manager, sorry, but I don't think that uh, Lazio is going to qualify. I think that in Germany that Bayern Munich will like to improve their game and they will create chances. In that game, I don't think that Bayern Munich even had any shot on target. So I think that Tomato will go back and watch the game back and see where he made some mistakes and some errors and he would like to correct it back. I think that I still see, I believe that Bayern Munich will still go through.
Okay. Your favorite for the Champions League nicked out a result in Germany. Real Madrid winning by a lone beautiful goal by Brahim Dyer, something like that, right?
Yeah, it was class finish. When I was watching the game, I saw the way he dribbled players. He played like Messi. So the goal was fantastic goal, and I'm very sure that Real Madrid is going to qualify for the next quarter of the competition.
Okay, Kevin De Bruyne, it's back and it was all shown in Copenhagen as they defeated 3 goals to 1.
That match is the first time for Manchester City to beat Copenhagen and Denmark. They have not won them there. So Manchester City showed what class and they showed the reason why they are UEFA Champions League favorite and also the current holder of the competition. So I think that Manchester are already at quarter final. I don't think that Denmark is going to play anything at Italy. They will still win them back. They will still win that at Italy. It's a very straight result for Guardiola and his boys. I see them going to the next round, even going to the semi-final. If because right now I don't see anything now. They're going to stop Manchester City in Europe. I don't think I have not seen anything so far.
Yeah, Paris Saint-Germain upped their game in the second half to give a result for them to boost when they're returning to Spain.
Well, I think that win was a well deserved because they needed it because if they shouldn't have won that game, I think it will be very difficult for them in Spain. I think now with the performance so far, and they have been a good lots of games. I think they are going to qualify perfectly. I'm very happy for the win they got against the Sociedad.
Okay. Yeah, we'll quickly move on to our Premier League fixtures before we return to the Champions League games coming up next week. Brentford will be hosting Liverpool. That's an early kickoff. What's your prediction?
I think Liverpool is going to win comfortably. Because I don't see Brentford getting it. But Brentford has really been very bad. Even both the home and away. Though last season, I think they were very good at home. But this season, the Brentford we saw last season is not what we are seeing this season. And considering that Liverpool are fighting to at least hold this Premier League title, so I think it's a comfortable win
For Brentford,
for
for
Liverpool.
Liverpool. Okay. Do you agree with
I
this?
disagree. I don't think so. I see that going to be a very difficult game for Liverpool. Liverpool have not really given me the confusion that this team are there to win
Yeah.
they have been winning they have been winning games whether without Salah or no Salah, but Mohamed Salah is back. I think that ground is a very difficult ground for any team going there. I don't think that even if Liverpool is going to win that game, it's going to be a narrow win. I don't think it's going to be a comfortable win.
Okay, last year did they win there?
I don't think so. I don't
Yeah, I
think
think
so.
Brentford is going to be a difficult opponent. I agree with you because I don't see Liverpool beating Brentford because I see Brentford trying to gather wins, to improve their current form, and I see this is a perfect time to beat Liverpool
And,
because their striker is back
and most of the
and a lot of their players are back.
Brian Mbemo is back also.
Yes, so
So I think it's going to
it's
be
a
difficult for
perfect,
Liverpool.
how would I call it, a perfect launch break for Brentford to show Liverpool what they have in their tank. One of the title contenders, not title pretenders, because they've shown us in the past 2 games that they are title contenders, which is actually your prediction for them to win the Premier League. We'll be visiting Burnley. What is your scoreline?
4-0.
Yeah. Do you agree with him, or do you see Arsenal going up to 6 again?
Arsenal is good, but I'm not very really sure about the margin. Sometimes goals don't come that easy, and I think Fulham, Burnley are kind of organized, but I know Arsenal is going to be there.
Okay. Though I see it as a tricky game for Arsenal, it's very tricky. Arsenal need to really be on their game, on their day to actually win Burnley because even the first leg was quite difficult. A fast one to Aston Villa. Fulham will be hosting Aston Villa. Aston Villa looked so wounded when you guys told a win at their stadium?
Well, I think this is going to be an Arsenal Villa first week for a very long time. They have really been playing bad. After ever since they have been in third position in the league, I think the pressure is actually coming to them, considering the fact that this is their first time and the big boss are actually trying to set in and go to the Champions League. So I think they are going to get a win against Fulham. Of course, I think they really need to play for it and play for the manager and for the club. So I think a 1-0 or 2-0 win will be comfortable for them, but it might not be that a very easy game. But
Okay.
yes, but I know they are going to win.
Do you agree with him?
No, 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 no. I don't say something like beating for a Craven Cottage. I'll go with for winning Aston Villa.
Yeah, that's quite a prediction. Newcastle will be hosting Bournemouth. What's your prediction?
Newcastle Bournemouth. Wow, that's a tricky game. That's a very difficult game to predict right now. But what I've seen that Bournemouth has been doing, Newcastle has not been, they have not been stable. They win today, they lose tomorrow, they draw. I think that game, I would say I will go for a draw.
Okay, do you agree with him?
I'll go for a Newcastle win.
Okay, though I'll go for Bournemouth causing an upset again for Newcastle United. Nottingham Forest will be visiting West Ham United. No, West Ham United will be visiting Nottingham Forest. What's your prediction?
I will go for Nottingham Forest to win.
Do you agree with him?
No, I'll go for West Ham to win.
Okay, I would also support West Ham to win. Since you are United, so maybe United spirit has been accompanying with them. Yeah, Tottenham Hotspur will be hosting Wolves, and I know it will be a tricky one for you because you wouldn't want Tottenham Hotspur to be
Well,
winning
in
this
as
one.
much as I don't want Tottenham, but I think Tottenham is going to demolish and embarrass.
Wolves. Though I disagree with you. What's your prediction?
I don't think it's going to be a domination, but I see Tottenham beating Wolves because the last game showed that these people they are really fighting for something.
Something.
So I think Tottenham is going to win Wolves comfortably. I'll go
Okay.
for Wolves.
Okay.
Tottenham to win.
Okay. Though I disagree with you guys, I see a draw coming out, and or maybe Wolves just making something out. A game for much of those who would love it and much of those who might really say, what are they fighting for? Manchester City will be hosting your beloved club, Chelsea, at the Etihad. And I know you'll be saying Manchester City will be screaming you, but I don't believe that.
I'm not a biased fan. If you see what Chelsea is playing and what Manchester City is playing now, right now, Manchester they have the momentum to win 18, 20 straight matches. I don't think that Chelsea is going to stop them. I don't think. I see that going to be a comfortable home win for
Do
Manchester
you
City.
agree with him?
It might not be that comfortable, but Man City is going to get a win over them because Chelsea is not a size in as much as they have bad runs of games. You won't just write them off, but they will go there to prove something. Even a point will be a really big result for them this season, considering getting a draw at Stamford Bridge, also coming to Etihad to get a draw. But I think now Gadra is going to do a lot of things in that game. I think he's going to win. I don't see it's going to be a comfortable win
Game for
Man City, but I know
Chelsea have really improved after their game after they had that demolition in Wolverhampton in Stamford Bridge. Don't you feel Chelsea have the momentum, or not even Chelsea? Pochettino has the momentum when he plays these big games. It's always difficult, especially with Guardiola.
I think so. He has proven it. The only big game I think he didn't do well this season was against Manchester United. Maybe I was considered because of suspension and injury. But the fact that every other big game he has played this season, he has, okay, apart from Liverpool, he played well against the first quarter of the season. He played well against Arsenal, played well against Man City, played well against Liverpool. So I think coming over to Man City now, there's something about winning momentum. Him getting that late win against Crystal Palace is a big boost going over to the match against Man City. So I think the player has something to fight for that. Even if we know we are not in the top, we are not in the top here, but a draw or a win can push us closer to the top four. Like most of the players, like let's just say that their end this season is to finish top four, and they still have the chances.
Yeah, there are a lot of games.
Yeah, the top four is still open. So I think then they will be going there to fight for something. But I know it's going to be a difficult game for them. But I don't see them winning except miracle happens. But I feel like Chelsea's Manchester is going to win, but not that very convincing.
Though I will stand with the Blues today. I actually love blue actually for some days, and I see Chelsea causing an upset in the Etihad. I just see them nicking out the result, just making the title race, a twist, and making it so sweet. Yeah, Sheffield United will be hosting Brighton. What's your prediction?
Sheffield United Brighton. Well, Sheffield United, I don't really know what is wrong with them. For a very long time, I haven't won a match except against Luton, which I told you guys on the last show that Sheffield knows how to play Luton, even from the championship. So I think the last, they are the 20th position. So I don't think they are going to get any points from Brighton, unless a miracle happens. But I feel like Brighton is going to win. But I know the game is going to be a very difficult game for the both sides. But I'm going with the Brighton win.
Okay, Luton will be hosting. Why I left the Sheffield for you is that I know they are your beloved club. You actually always root them to win. There's no need to come to that. This is a very difficult and tricky game for Manchester United. They'll be going to visit Luton Town, who seems like they are rejuvenated.
I don't think Luton felt that when you expect them to do something at their home, you see them struggling. Even against Sheffield United, I predicted Luton to win that game because of the home form.
Yeah.
I'm now realize that Luton is always strong at home when they're playing a big side. If you watch all the big sides that played at their home, all the big sides they struggled there. Chelsea went there, Chelsea struggled. Arsenal the same thing. Liverpool drew there. Manchester City also struggled there. So for Manchester United now going there, it's going to be a very difficult result for Manchester United because Luton lost heavily by 3 goals to 1 against Sheffield. I think they will try to bounce back from their loss, but that game I can't just write off Luton that easily. But I will still give Manchester United the win because of the momentum that they are having right now. Yes.
So would you agree with him, or would you say you have a momentum to beat Luton hands down?
The momentum is there to win the match, but it might not be a big margin of goal. I think Luton is going to be able to get a goal. I don't see us keeping a clean sheet because I think they are more comfortable in their area of play. In that position in the field. We saw Arsenal having to get a late winning, which I feel like that game should have ended before the 4-3 against them earlier this year. I think so. Late last year. So that's just it. Manchester United shouldn't go there to sleep. In as much as we feel like we are going to win, but those boys, if you watch that, but I think the front line is kind of clinical. Especially that guy they used to call Adeboye. He has really played well this season so far for them. So Manchester United shouldn't go there to sleep, but I believe they are going to get the 3 points. Anyhow it comes.
The striker have been in the form of his life in Manchester United, and it's not always easy to be in the form of your life in Manchester United.
One match, one goal. That's.
So would you also wait for him to score?
Yes, I think he has gotten back that composition. He has started positioning, and I feel like the wingers have started working personally because I heard in some news that after games, after most of the training, the hand keeps the wingers and the strikers back to train more so that they can be able to find
link up each other.
Yeah, and I think so far so good.
It has
been working so far. So I think him getting a clearer chance, I think he's going to score. And I hope the goal scoring continues.
Okay, no problem. It's good for Manchester United to win because it's good to see people coming back to the top 4 and fighting with the big guns, because you have been a big gun all the time. Everton will be hosting Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace traveling to Goodison Park.
It's going to be a very difficult game for Everton because when they decided to play for Everton was doing as if they are struggling for something. I don't know. I don't know whether if Everton have won one match in about 6 games, so they have not been convincing at all. If Everton continues, I think that this year will break the barrier. I think that they'll be heading for relegation. But that game is going to be a very, very difficult game for them because Crystal Palace have appointed Eintracht Frankfurt manager, the manager that won Europa League for them. So I think it's going to be a very, very difficult game for Everton because even Crystal Palace need that point, Everton also need that point. But I will go with Everton winning because of the Goodison Park effect. So I will go Everton winning by 2 goals to 1.
Okay, yeah, a quick one. I think that's our final analysis for the Premier League. A quick one too over the Champions League. PSV will be hosting Borussia Dortmund. What's your prediction?
I will go for PSV.
Do you agree with him?
Uh, uh, let me just actually go for PSG because I think they have a good form so far. So I'll go for PSG.
I think one of the game of the tide, Inter Milan will be hosting Atletico de Madrid in San Siro. It's something
I see that game as a draw game. I don't see
winning.
I don't see any winning there. Maybe the winning might be decided in Spain, but that game I see is at the end because most of them they are more defensive conscious. Even in as much as Simon has been attacking this season, but still yet he hardly. I don't think he has ever considered that 3 or 4 goals this season. So he still watches back. So I think the game is going to be a draw. Maybe the game will be decided in Spain.
Do you agree with him?
I will go with Inter. I will go with Inter because of the form of Lorenzo Martinez and the Marcos Thuram. They have been superb this season. Their combination has been superb, and the likes of their midfield, the like of Nico Barella and Kankanaglu. It's not good because both of them play the same pattern of football, 3-5-2 formation, which is Morata and Griezmann. Same formation, same pattern. Rodrigo the point in the midfield. Another thing, it's going to be a very difficult game to predict. According to what you just say, the draw I see, the draw might come in that game because it's a very big time in the Champions League, and that game is a game that I cannot even give the final prediction because that game I don't know because if Inter Milan shows the same spirit they have shown in Serie A, I think that they're going to win the game. And secondly, Atletico Madrid has been superb this season. They have been scoring goals, there have been flows of goals. Anybody they play, you see them scoring goals. So I think that game is going to be a very, very difficult game. I think both teams will score in that game, but I don't know who scores highest wins the game.
Okay. Though I would go with Atletico Madrid. I just seen them taking a leap over Inter Milan. I just don't know why, but I just have that feeling. Yeah, a quick one because of time. The unconvincing FC Barcelona will be traveling to Italy to face Napoli.
And I don't think FC Barcelona is going to play anything at Italy. I see Napoli beating Barcelona comfortably. I'm not going back on my words. I see Napoli beating them, but I don't know who qualifies.
The 2 clubs are sick. So that's
Two dog lions.
the 2 clubs are sick. So I would actually like to go with Barcelona because in as much as I want Napoli to win because I think Barcelona has more
Champions League experience.
and they are more critical in front of all than Napoli.
Yes.
So I don't know if with what is happening with Osimhen, we are not very sure if they will introduce him to in the starting side. So let's hope and see. But I feel like
Barcelona
the game is going to be a difficult game. So
but,
what I would really know is that if Napoli misses chances, I think Barcelona is going to win them.
okay.
I just feel like
I just have that
I'm going to Barcelona.
Okay, I also accept with you because I have an affection for FC Barcelona. I just feel them doing something against Napoli. I think the last game of the draw is FC Porto, the conquering side in 2004. Am I right? I think they have a Champions League heritage. They will be hosting Arsenal, who are title Premier League contenders, and also amongst the Champions League 4 favorite to be champions.
Yes, Arsenal is popular because of their consistency in last 2 seasons and their form recently. So, but you can't just write off a Champions League experience team like FC Porto. FC Porto has been there every season. So, and Arsenal has just been there in 2 seasons, last season and this season. Then why FC Porto has been there for the past 7 years? Arsenal have not been Champions League. FC Porto has been there. So, I don't think that you just write off FC Porto. I know that Arsenal right now, Arsenal has a higher momentum than FC Porto, but I don't think that Arsenal is going to win Porto in Portugal. I don't think so. Even if Arsenal is going to qualify, I don't think Arsenal is going to beat them Porto.
Okay, it's been a very, very long time since Arsenal have won a knockout tie in the round of 16. And I think the last time Arsenal won a knockout tie in the round of 16 is when Jorginho was still even trying to put his feet in world football.
That was 2010, I guess so.
Yeah.
Either 2010.
Yeah, a long, long time. Do you see Arsenal trying to, just make a big statement?
The fact is that I don't see Arsenal winning FC Porto in Portugal because FC Porto has a strong side and they have experience and you have the likes of Pepe who is going to control the defense. So I feel like Arsenal should just come and see if they can get a draw. To me, that's what I feel like. And if they can't get a draw, if they can't win FC Porto, and FC Porto will eventually winning there, even if it's a one goal win. I don't see Arsenal qualifying for the next stage because FC Porto has shocked likes of I think Juventus, like the last 4 seasons, something like that. So I see a very big tie in that game, and I hope I see if Arsenal can qualify to the next stage. But going with my prediction, I'm going with a home for FC Porto.
Okay, although I disagree with you because of my affections for Arsenal, but affections aside, tactically aside, Arsenal are the best team in Europe out of possession. So if we are taking control of possession in Porto, it's going to be a hard fortnight for Porto to even come into the game. Even outside possession, we are actually the best team in Europe. I see Arsenal eliminating. Yes, tactically.
Forget about Manchester City.
Out of possession. It's actually a tactical analysis we'll look into.
Yeah, don't give Arsenal best in Europe. Manchester won Champions League. You're going to say best in Europe.
No, without possession. I'm not talking about winning the Champions League.
You can't just Arsenal best in Europe.
No, the best in Europe out of possession. Man City are always in possession. No, statistically, just
best in Europe, we know it's not a
no. They have every best team. Just like we say, there's a team with the best. Okay, over to the Premier League. We have the best defense in the Premier League. Would you say the best defense in the Premier League is the best team in the Premier League? That's not it.
The best
have the best defense in the Premier League.
The best defense in the Premier League because because he has kept 8 clean sheets.
Yes, which is Arsenal. That's the best defense. But we are not the best team in the Premier League.
So who is the best in the Premier League?
It's Manchester City.
So far.
Yes, now Manchester City is the best in the Premier League. Yes, they are.
So Arsenal is the best defense, but they are not the best keeper in the Premier League.
Okay.
It's Arsenal having the best keeper in the Premier League.
Okay, we don't also have that.
So I think I also can't take for defense. I also go to the goalkeeper.
Yes, the best defense in the Premier League is Pickford.
Yes, no. That's the best. The ball. We'll leave this conversation for another day. I think Arsenal is giving you headache. But I see Arsenal going on to win the Champions League. I don't know where that feeling came from yesterday, but I just believe Arsenal will win the Champions League.
It's possible though. It's possible, but there is a thing that I'm seeing that people are not seeing. This week, Paris Saint-Germain might go the way. You know, when people have realized, when people have seen that this thing is going nowhere, sometimes luck or also join others. You'll be surprised.
I don't think Paris Saint-Germain is weak again. I think they have found their form correctly. They are playing very, very well. So when they are weak was at the beginning of the season and part of the group stage in the Champions League. But I think now they have found their form, and I think Pepe has been trying to give his all for the team before he goes. So I think Paris Saint-Germain has found their form. Anybody they should meet now is going to be a very difficult time for them. So,
okay, all right. Before we go into the big question about Kylian Mbappe, there are some trending news about one of your ex-players. We used to call him the Ganjaman, Rio Ferdinand, who made a bold statement about Bukayo Saka not actually being a world-class player and actually not actually performing.
I want to say something.
I actually agree with you. I don't think Saka is a world-class.
Yes,
look at my English. That's what he used.
That was what
yeah, because statistics has proven it, and he hasn't proven himself in much of a big level. You can see how many Champions League he have. You see, when you have the fact that when you do you know what is world class? Do you know what is world class?
When you come out from 1x1,
even outside the league. But the second is only good in the Premier League. Proving himself, even in the Europa, so that's Arsenal fans are getting it wrong. He didn't say that the second was wrong. He said he's not yet a world class. That yes, he would prefer to rate Foden a world class because Foden has proven himself in Champions League. That's just what the question.
Before you say what you want to say, the question is still previous. This is Saka's first Champions League Yes. This is just chance.
Okay, I want to say something
like that.
Okay, no, okay.
This is almost his first starting when it was
This
is his first starting. Look at
He's
back home of Manchester
He's a
United.
striker now. What are you talking about?
So,
That's what I'm telling you. You guys a striker.
yeah, Mr. Caleb, I want to say something. Do you know one thing about Arsenal fans? If this is a team that has function for 2 good years,
Only 2 years.
a very good team that has been function for 2 good years, and this team did not win anything. Last season, you guys were running scatter. At the end of the day, you guys won trophyless. This season, you guys have started the same thing also. Yeah, at the end of the day, if you guys go trophyless again, then what is the need of these players?
Okay, actually, the bone of contention was for you to actually say a lot of things.
Okay, I know.
Yes.
No, I will say a lot of things. I just asked this question because you already said it now that this is Saka first Champions League match.
Yes.
So you're making an excuse for you. That is
No, that's right. No, it's not.
Yeah, that's not an excuse for you.
No, that was 100% right because he said he is not of class yet.
Yes,
He didn't say very well. The reasons why
anything that comes to act from Manchester United, who will see it?
Get me wrong. I have not said Saka is a world-class player.
Okay.
I am bringing Ferdinand Stock to the topic for you to.
That's what you are saying.
I will get to the only of top player Arsenal have right now is only Jorginho.
Yes.
I don't see any other one top player in Arsenal.
In as much as he's not playing,
It's only Jorginho.
even in the Premier League, Saka is not even. I don't think he's in the top 10 goal scorers. Is he?
Jorginho, the only top player I can say 100% is in
How many chances has he created? Even Naviga has
Jorginho.
created more chances than him.
That's
what I'm asking you,
So
You know what? Big Richard, Atlanta has missed more chances than him. What with that guy, that Belgian guy away from away from Man City, away from Brighton, go Arsenal. Trossard has he created more chances than even from the bench than Saka that they claim to be a world class.
See, this is what Saka is good.
Saka is good. And when Southgate is playing ahead of Foden, start
No wahala. No issue.
This is person he feels most comfortable with.
Okay, let me bring the ball game into this question, back into the discussion.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. I didn't say Saka is world class. Now, bringing Foden into the play.
Yes.
Would you say Foden is world class player than Saka, or actually, would you say Foden is a world class player?
For now, I will say yes. Do you know the reason why I say yes?
Okay.
Foden has been into the big stage and he performed very well. He has won Champions League. He has won Premier League. He has won FA Cup. He has won Calico. He has won World Cup. And he has played in a very big stage football.
Yeah.
One Saka has been performing only in Premier League.
Okay.
Saka should perform in Champions League.
Good record in FA Cup. He doesn't
Okay.
We are not batting the fact that he's how many Champions League
Okay, actually, you are rating Foden more than Saka.
Yeah, correctly.
Okay, the big question is to Saka right now to perform in the Champions.
Yes, we should perform. Maybe now we just go and so happy in the big stage.
Do you feel the influence of Manchester City rolled off Foden? If the tides were turned that Foden is in Arsenal and Saka is in Manchester City.
You cannot say I would say you cannot say the influence of
question.
Wait. It's a very simple question.
No.
You cannot say that because Foden is a Manchester City. Why did they say why Saka is not a Manchester City? Everybody has different let me see the other as a case study. The answer was in Lille. He was in Lille. He made his name. Nobody know Lille. Lille has won league in 7 years. He went to Lille. They liberated Lille. Lille won league.
I came to Chelsea.
And came to Chelsea. He still shows
why does he make it in Arsenal so that people will know him and go to Man City?
He's making it.
He's making it. That is why only Premier League are the people who surrounding analyzing Bukayo Saka, not Europe.
Yes.
Because he has not had the chance to perform in Europe.
That's why
this is his first chance to perform in Europe.
He didn't say he's not a player. He said he's not a
Don't get me wrong. I didn't say Saka is not world class. I didn't say Saka is not world class.
What are you saying?
To me,
that Federer is wrong. Is what you're trying to say?
No. Foden is right. I'm just asking the question to get your opinions of what you said.
Our opinion is that we agree with Federer.
It's moderate for class. I will not be offended.
Yes, I accept with that. Then bringing the tactics to play in the forwards in the league, in the Premier League, and actually the forwards who have actually performed in Europe. Actually, Saka's head-to-head record is above them.
If Saka missed only 1 match throughout last season.
I want to tell you that. I want to tell you that all Saka statistics are also is always in Premier League. Do you know that?
Because he hasn't performed in Europe, because the chances in Europe have not been.
He doesn't have the chance to play. Europa is not Europe. He's just Europa is not Europe. It's not Europe.
It's an Aquaban league.
No, don't say that. You can get to Champions League.
The big nights in Europe are not actually discussed in Europa. The big nights in Europe are discussed in the Champions League, right?
That's what it says.
Yes. So the big night now is that I disagree with you people saying Foden is a world class player than Saka. I wouldn't accept that. I would actually say they're actually a great, decent players level in terms of.
Both of them are not yet world class.
Yes, I would agree with that. You cannot tell me Foden is a world class player. I wouldn't agree with you. I wouldn't agree with you.
But I would prefer Foden in my team than Saka. I like a player that has the fighting spirit.
Okay.
That's what Saka is the kind of player that I don't think I've never seen Saka mark the ball before since I started.
It doesn't matter.
He's the kind of player that he let me just Rashford said they try come back. He's the kind of
Saka doesn't come back and mark the ball.
I'm not saying it. If you see the way Foden hustle for football, yeah, it doesn't make Foden a back ball before.
Saka,
do you know that Foden is kind of aggressive?
There is a way
in how Manchester City plays.
There's a way.
What of if you are saying that what of this guy Greenish? Does Greenish back ball?
If it does not matter, that's why he's in the bench.
There is a way we analyze this football. Greenish, Saka, and Foden. They are two different players.
Okay.
I know both of them are left-footed. Watch where Foden plays. Saka cannot play as a number 10 role.
Yes.
Apart from a left winger. But Foden can play as a number 10 role.
As he play that left.
As he play a left winger.
Okay.
If I'm lying, let Arteta experiment something one day. Let Saka play 10. You will see that Saka cannot perform.
That's the same way.
To show you that Foden is more technical and intelligent. What is that? What is it?
No, I cannot agree with you. I'm foreign player. What is surprise? Yeah, I'm foreign player.
I wanted to say that.
I wouldn't
How can a player that was a left back out of his sudden cannot defend the game?
It's the ability of forward. No, that has entered in that he knows now that he's not a defender. What he knows is not an attacker.
Go there. Even I know itself, no matter how in the attack, he still comes back.
Always I know always a lazy defender. Yeah, okay, because of time I've heard your perception.
So Federer was right.
Federer I've actually been
right. But I don't know why Arsenal fans are just
too special.
No. See, actually, Saka is
even has more creativity than
Then what are we saying? Saka is a promising. It's just like when you see a promising player.
When you say I
don't accept that with you. Calm down. At the end of the season, let us rate each. If we want to actually go to rate each season, the goals, contribution, and the goals, you see that Saka is always ahead of them.
Do you know why? Let me shock you something. Do you know this is Kopama first full season as a player in Premier League?
Okay.
Whereby he has been appointed as a first team player in a club. Look at what he has done. 10 goals, 6 assists.
Okay.
His first season as a starter in the EPL.
Okay.
To show you that sometimes if you are categorizing all the things, I know that there's other English players who are there trying to show.
You are trying to bring Kopama to the top with Saka.
Yes.
How many penalties have Kopama scored? In this Premier League season, Saka has scored. I think most penalties have played this season in the Premier League should be 1 or 2.
It's a lot. Use your phone. After that.
We'll check it.
Take it.
You can't bring Kopama into the top of
After
If I was to use the let's Saka playing it.
Saka is
Arsenal penalty taker is Bukayo Saka. The last penalty that happened there.
I thought it was the guy.
No, it's Saka.
I don't know.
Arsenal penalty taker is Bukayo Saka.
So the penalty that we have, who has been playing?
It's Saka.
It's not Saka. Saka leaves Odegaard to play something.
But Arsenal penalty taker. Each club has a penalty taker.
Yes,
Manchester penalty taker is Bruno Fernandes unless you want to
give
the ball to him.
Yeah. Before we leave that talk, we will actually argue behind the scene. Just like I said earlier, I didn't say Bukayo Saka is a world-class player.
You cannot even compare. Wait. I want to agree an argument. And I cannot even compare Kopama to Bukayo Saka. I want the first to go ahead and debate about this. Do you say this thing? What has your Bukayo Saka won? He has been in national 7 years. He has won everything as a player.
You want to bring it Manchester? Don't worry. We'll talk about it.
When I've been winning, you always see the figures. I never enter national station.
They never enter.
You are saying
This guy don't know FA Cup. What's the color? Arteta.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll talk about it.
Nobody will start because now. No trophy. No medal.
Which person?
Saka.
No, now. The FA Cup now.
Which match?
No, it was injured. No, you win medal. I didn't win medal. I'm the place. We'll talk about that. I never said Saka is a world-class player. I brought questions that were arising.
So
Saka is
Saka
not a world-class player. Saka is a promising. No, I'm not using his own.
Ask us. Saka is world-class. Saka is not a world-class.
Yeah. So just like he said, which is actually what I know in football. It's just like we are actually football analysts. A lot of things we know about it.
Yes.
Saka is not a world-class player yet. No one can argue about that.
Yeah,
I actually know that. He's actually a wonder kid. He's a promising starter. We see that, someday he has that potential to be a world-class player.
Because of Greenwood issues, nobody will have
Greenwood issues.
But do you know what, let me shock you. If you call Saka world class, or did you know that Dubele is a world class player ahead of Saka?
Okay, yes.
No.
Is not yet also a world-class
Let me tell you that. Do you know the reason I say Dude is a world class player?
Why? Why
You
did you
cannot
say
compare
that?
you to Bukayo Saka current now. Dude is the only English player that featured world extra. If the player is a world, do you know what is world X?
We know is actually the world first 11.
But
It's not yet a world-class player. There are a lot of players who featured in the World 11 that were not world-class players.
No player that featured world class.
We'll check about that.
Excuse me, Mr. Terry and Mr. Wilson. Saka is a world.
No, Saka is not. No, Saka is not. Saka is not. Saka is not a world-class player. He's not there yet. It's just like Marcus Rashford. He has a potential to be a world-class player, but yeah, he's also not yet there. He's season in and out, just like that. That's the same thing that applies to Saka. We don't know if Saka will take a defense above that. If this season finishes and Jude Bellingham in the big stages, just like you said, it's the big stages that they can. Wait.
No. Let's go now.
What's the definition of big stage?
You actually said it here. The big stage is in the Europe night. We actually said it here.
Yes.
And
the Europe night that Jude Bellingham has single-handedly brought out Madrid from draw.
We are both
In a group nothing in those nights. No. Nothing in those nights that define the moment of you going to the next level in the Champions League. Like in the knockout stages, you know okay. I think do you know what can affect you? Do you know what the draw has done? No, we're not talking about the group stages. Okay, no, not the big stage. No. Group stages are not correct. That's what they used to bring back then when they used to bring the argument of Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay.
What they say in the big stage. The big stage is not in the group stage. And even Cristiano Ronaldo no, the big stages are from the round of 16. Where Ronaldo will bail you out. Lionel Messi can bail his team. You know that kind of bailing out where it all seems lost that you are going out of the competition in these knockout stages. Those are the big stages in the Champions League. Now, Jude Bellingham actually came into Real Madrid, have proven that he has the potential to be a world-class player. Listen, we all know very well that the reason why he was affected in the Real Madrid 11, you should also know that these 11s are always imitated because of the prestige the Real Madrid have. You should know that. Real Madrid have a prestige and Barcelona. Most times, if their players are performing well, they will be there. Okay, let's leave that aside because of long-term. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe is a big talking point right now. He made a statement yesterday to the president that he is leaving.
I know that Mbappe leaving Paris Saint-Germain has been there. The leading the club has been. He has already made up his mind. He's just waiting for the time to leave, and now I believe that this is the time.
Let me ask something. If PSG were wise, they could have even
accepted that 200 million.
Not even that. If PSG are wise, they could have packed Mbappe now. Then not play him, go to Madrid. I want to use Messi's case as the major reason why Barca are suffering today is because of Messi. When a player is too feels like he's above the club. Because Messi, there was that time Messi they're coming for him. If they come because they don't want to let the salary. And it's even I'm very sure because there's no Messi. Imagine a player that are paying €1 million every week. And he wants to sign a contract. Who reach 4 million? At the end of the day, before he finishes his career in PSG, he's not the owner of PSG.
But no.
Well, he's not supposed to.
Because Madrid is more lower.
Yeah, he should go. He needs trophy. He has made the money. Yes. And as a problem is he has. Even if he says he's not going to play he's never become. Never. His brother is still coming up. So I see no reason why PSG wants to offer him more contract. And we are very sure that the contract will reach up to 2 or 3 million. It will reach. Yes. And they'll still give you now, maybe give you a private jet, they say they have an assistant coach. Like what they have already done now. As a assistant coach and the rest of it. So I feel like it's time for him to go. It's time for I think he cannot he cannot override Perez there now. Perez is wiser than him.
You know, he's kind of he believes that there's no serious.
Okay, one of the big questions arising is that are Madrid heading into their Galacticos area again? Because it always seems he's going to Madrid, but there are also some doubting Thomas that are coming out that if he doesn't weigh the offer as much as he feels, he might actually turn to the Premier League.
Oh, already Madrid is a club. Sometimes, if you watch the history of Madrid, they don't pay much like that. People are saying they can sign player 500 million. The highest they come and pay 200,000 pounds.
Highest player that plays not gonna.
So if the highest and the highest are so this is how Madrid has been. This is how Perez has been handling the club. That's the reason why Madrid has always been the every year you see revenue, you see Madrid at the top. Every year they will say that they are bankrupt. Madrid are not deceiving us, deceiving everybody. They are always at the top of their league. So Perez knows how to handle Madrid, and I think that I was reading news that this ceremony I was showing it to Mr. Keller that look at what Madrid are offering back is less than what they even offered him before. When they proposed that 200 million pounds, and now their contract now what they offer in Papa is more lower, not even excess lower than what they offered before. Yes, they show you how this thing that
they know he has this. There's anger to go out from there. Yes. And I'm not seeing any more than 500. Unless maybe if he comes there and win Ballon d'Or, which there's almost 100% chance.
The highest contract they can give to Papera is either 450 or 500. I don't think he's going to be more than that.
Those some Madrid fans are also unconvinced that he can also do a U-turn. He has always done. He did it last time, huh?
U-turn. Now who is going to sign him? Is he asking?
Is it
No,
or is it
no,
to
no,
sign?
no.
They
I
use
don't
the
understand the
They use
formula.
to sign.
You go for financial fair
no
play.
financial fair play.
But that's just it.
Yeah.
No big four, big boys. All the big boys, Chelsea, Man City, Arsenal, Man U, Liverpool can sign Kylian Mbappe because of the financial fair play.
What do they sell? The summer is always out there for them to sell to balance up.
So who do you want to sell? Who
So who
because of Mbappe and
sell Odegaard, sell
No, we don't need
So
going to sell
there are a lot of revenue to balance the books.
Mbappe. Arsenal need to sell first player that is up to 100 million pounds. No club can bring 50 million pounds for Thomas Partey. No club can bring 50 million pounds for Jorginho. No easy club can bring 50 million pounds for Kai Havertz.
But to work in, I think the financial fair play doesn't work how you always sell. It's about a lot of revenue that always comes.
Set balance sheet. You must at least 100%. This thing.
No, mostly they mostly clubs run to sell because that is the easiest way to balance the books.
Okay, do you know the reason why Chelsea do not fair financial fair play?
It's because they run to sell, which is the easiest way. That's the easiest route.
Yes, they run to sell.
The easiest
route.
route.
The equivalent of what they say.
It's just like
the years of contract.
Yes,
It's just the reason why
it's just like revenue always comes at the ending of the season.
Yes.
That's why, and selling a player is in a transfer window that you can easily
Make
try to make money and balance the book before the end of the season.
Well, the fact is that I think PSG lost everything in Mbappe. I think they lost bitterly.
Yes.
They lost because I think they bought him. They paid like 3 times. They bought him about 100 and something from Monaco, but it was installment payment and stuff like that. So I think they lost bitterly because he can't be offered 200 million at the deadline day, and you know a player is willing to go, and at the end of the day, it's not do it. So I feel like they lost bitterly. So I think they should just hope and never to make this mistake. This serve as a warning to other players, like giving huge contract to this guy. Most of what this was. I think to be honest with you, I think sometimes players are overpaid. Not as much as the football is not easy, but I think it's overpaid.
This is where I respect Chelsea new owner. If you see what Chelsea new owner is doing, but nobody is seeing it. People think because they are signing player 100 million pounds. That 100 million pounds, that's 7 years. That's 7 years. They have gotten their money back times 3.
Yes.
That's the reason why EPNI is considering that they will reduce that contract to 5 years minimum. You see, just use this opportunity of that's why they do not break the financial. They use this contract of 7 years to break the chain. That's the reason why you see that they do not pay the financial fair play. But nevertheless, Mbappe is a very expensive player. Any club that signs Mbappe is a very expensive player.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for your analysis today. Even if we had a different kind of talking today that led to a lot of controversies.
Banters.
Yes. And we love this to carry on and all that. I wish Chelsea the best of luck this weekend. I want them to do well because I would always
London brothers.
because I always also want Manchester United, who are actually our fierce rivals, to do well to come up to
what are you having? Don't go there. You can be competing with your London brother.
But if you feel there was no rivalry, then you should look back in the times of them Vera. The times of the
that is
football. I've forgotten we won the Premier League in your home. Don't worry, that's the time to look back. We love you guys. Bye.